Welcome to this episode of Tech Talk, where today we're diving into an intriguing tool that's reshaping the way we think about downloading media from the web. Meet Cobalt, a media downloader that prides itself on being user-friendly, efficient, and completely ad-free. You know, it sounds like a breath of fresh air in a world filled with frustrating ad interruptions and complicated processes, right? So let's get right into it. Cobalt's mantra is pretty simple. Paste the link, grab the file, and move on. It cuts through the excess and gets straight to the point, which is something I think a lot of us can appreciate in our fast-paced lives. But what's under the hood of this seemingly simple tool? Well, Cobalt operates as a monorepo. That's right. It encompasses everything from its API, front end, and various packages all in one place. It's like having a well-organized toolbox for developers. Now, if you're curious about how to set up and run your own instance of Cobalt, they've got the documentation laid out in a way that makes it accessible to even those of us who aren't coding wizards. I mean, how often do we see tech tools that come with proper guidance? It's like finding a map in a maze. And here's where things get a bit more interesting. Cobalt is designed with ethics in mind. It emphasizes the responsibility of the end user, making it clear that it's not a piracy tool. Instead, it's meant for downloading free and publicly accessible content. You know, this is a really important distinction that often gets lost in discussions about media downloaders. They don't cache any content. They simply act like a proxy, which means you can find and download what's available publicly without running afoul of the law. It's refreshing to see a tool that encourages ethical usage. Also, let's take a moment to appreciate the community aspect of Cobalt. It's open for contributions, which is fantastic for anyone looking to get involved in tech development. It reminds me of how collaborative the tech space can be and how tools evolve through shared knowledge and contributions. Before we wrap up, let's think about this. How many times have you come across a media downloader only to be bombarded by ads or paywalls? It's enough to make anyone frustrated. Cobalt aims to eliminate that and provide a seamless experience. So, whether you're a developer wanting to customize your instance or just someone looking for a straightforward way to download media, Cobalt seems like a tool worth checking out. As we close today's conversation, I'd love for you to ponder this. How do you think tools like Cobalt can shape our media consumption habits in the future? It's a fascinating question to consider. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Tech Talk, and until next time, keep exploring and embracing those tools that make tech work for you.